Hi, everybody. We're talking about myrrh oil today. See my new kitchen cabinets? My house is fixing to be a total chaos, but we found some cabinets that are used, but they were a really good deal, so now we have cabinets here and there and everywhere, waiting until we start on the kitchen. So anyway, myrrh oil. This, I believe, is my first bottle of myrrh, and it's about down to there. So you can tell it's one that I don't use very often. But now that I've learned more about it, I may use it more. What I have used it on that I had great success with is in the wintertime, since I'm outside so much, my hands just take a beating. And it doesn't matter what kind of lotion I use. I get these painful thumb cracks and I get chapped knuckles. If I take a drop of myrrh oil and put it in my hand lotion, when I go to bed at night, it makes all the difference in the world. Fun fact, myrrh, the word, is related to Arabic and Hebrew for bitter. So I tested it out and I took a little bit and tasted it, and it's right. It's really bitter. It tastes very bad. So if you're going to use this in an internal application, I recommend you putting it inside a veggie capsule because it just doesn't go away. I can still taste the myrrh. So myrrh has a very long history for use. Esther, chapter 2, verse 12. For the women, for their days of their beautification were completed as follows: 6 months with oil of myrrh and 6 months with spices. So it's documented in the Bible, and I have heard it said as well. I dropped all my cards out of my Bible. I have heard it said as well that Roman soldiers would carry myrrh with them in their packs because it was very effective in treating the wounds that they got while they were in battle, especially good for combating gangrene that might set in. So it's steam distilled from Commiphora myrrha, and they distill it from the gum or the resin of the myrrh tree. So this is a 15 milliliter bottle. It retails for $69.33 and it wholesales for $52. So you get a good benefit with your membership on that. It's taking $17 off. However, it is a little bit pricey, so you might want to consider stockpiling points and getting it for free. It is safe to use all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. There's a note in here that it is generally approved by the FDA for use as a food additive. Okay, so that is a huge tip-off to those of you that are dabbling with oils and not getting doTERRA. If you have myrrh oil and it says not for internal use, that's because there's something in that myrrh bottle that's not myrrh, and it could be harmful to you because myrrh is edible. It's that way with a lot of essential oils that doTERRA has. They are made from plants that are edible. Therefore, if you have a warning label on your non-doTERRA bottle, don't take internally, that's because something else besides that edible plant is inside that bottle. It's really, really scary to me how people, I just heard of another essential oil company that can't be trusted, and I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but I have a friend who bought some, and then she emailed the company afterwards and found out that they're not pure, and the company couldn't verify that they were pure. So now she's stuck with these oils. So anyway, what can you use myrrh for? Myrrh is a natural anti-inflammatory. It's an anti-tumor. It's good for skin health. It's good for your brain to combat aging, and it's good for gum health. Chemically, it is mostly sesquiterpenes, up to 75%. That means it's a longer molecule chain, so it takes longer for your body to process it. Therefore, the application lasts for longer. And most of the chemical constituents that were listed here, A, I can't pronounce, and B, I've never heard of before. So that tells me that this is a good one to try if you've tried an essential oil and didn't see the results that you wanted to see. Because, you know, like a lot of the citrus oils, they're citrus, so their chemical constituents are similar. If you want to clean and you're out of lemon oil, you can use a different citrus oil because their chemical constituents are similar. A lot of the floral oils have similar constituents. This one is very, very different. And I'm sorry, but I'm not even going to try to say these words. They're huge. So, one of the things that I read about that you can use myrrh oil for is for mouthwash. And you don't have to do anything extra, but put a drop in your water and swish for 30 seconds. Very good for gum health. So it's got a unique, my battery's dying, there we go. It's got a unique aroma. It smells kind of smoky, and it doesn't really smell bitter, not as bitter as it tastes. It is one that's thicker. Hi, Audrey. Glad you could join me. I've got a lot of buildup on the threads of my bottle, and so what I actually invested in, and I have a few of these for sale, for the oils that are thicker, they have a different viscosity. You can get these. You pop out the orifice reducer on the inside, and you just use a dropper instead. I have a few of these in stock. If you're interested, you could message me. So, practical ways to use myrrh oil. For gum disease and bleeding, directly on your gums. For fine lines and dry skin, apply directly in the areas of concern, either with or without a carrier oil or a lotion. For your thyroid, apply to the base of the neck and the bottoms of the feet. For immune health, do the same thing. Digestive upset and cramping, apply to the abdomen or take it internally in a capsule. It's good for wounds and eczema. Apply topically to the affected area, especially if you have a wound that's weeping. Now that's of note to me, because sometimes you have a wound that won't dry up and heal because it just keeps leaking. So myrrh is a good one for a wound like that. If you are combating infection and virus, take it internally and apply it to the bottoms of your feet. For congestion and mucus, apply to your chest and diffuse or put in your diffuser. It's a very, very good one for calming, but it's going to be a different type of calming because it's not based with the linalool like lavender and a lot of the other florals have. Those aren't in the chemical constituent. It's good for depression and anxiety. You're going to apply it to your reflex points, or again, put it in the diffuser. And it's very good for mixing with all of the floral oils. It mixes well with frankincense. It mixes well with the citrus oils, and it mixes well with the spice oils. So it's one that you can use in a lot of combinations. And then lastly, Emotionally, myrrh is the oil of the mother. This oil supports individuals who have had disturbances with the mother-child bond. This division or lack of attachment may be related to adoption, birth trauma, malnourishment, abandonment, or other childhood issues. So it can help you move from disrupted maternal connection, being distrustful of others, feeling unsafe, feeling malnourished, to feeling safe, having healthy attachments, developing those, trusting, and feeling nurtured, loved, and connected. So, hope that gives you some ideas of how to use myrrh oil. Be sure to comment to get put in the drawing for a sample if you don't have any, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.